like game booths
Right.
so that they can buy tickets to or something.
Or we get special interest groups in the area involved, like the
teacher
DNA or
involved.
what, you know, I think we can start looking at that.
Finally, Group D, how could we get students genuinely interested in a new college-wide program or initiative to help students bounce back?
It's a martini.
After fail.
It's a martini.
Martini.
Martinis.
Yeah, we're giving him booze. You have to give him booze.
That'll get them going.
You go and then I'll explain the martini.
Okay, so we came up with a slogan because what is better to attract than a slogan? It's lovelier, and we left the, that's my fault. It's lovelier, it's supposed to be the second time around. And so focus on the opportunity to return, right, and pull yourself up. And then we would try to support them with interventions, right? If we saw that they were returning to old student habits, perhaps use peer or faculty mentorship to guide them that way. Many learning communities.
Can we do the martini? Okay.
Please.
Okay, so the martini is a model from learning community theory. And in the martini, some of you know that we have learning communities which are a class paired with a class,
Right.
and that's only one model for it.
Right.
The other community is you have a mini cohort in a larger class. So we have a mini learning community. I teach in political science learning community, so let me just use that as an example. So say we have 5 at-risk students, and they're in our Lovelier the Second Time Around program. They have a peer mentor who has failed and succeeded again, okay, has been through the process. And that person is the supplemental instructor, who's also taken the class before at that time. And that little cohort takes that class together with the supplemental instruction group so that they can have the support, and they can also have somebody that understands or has insight into their conditions.
And so as a follow-up then, why do you believe that would get students genuinely interested?
Because I've taught in learning communities for 10 years and they get students generally interested.
So it works, right? You
And
have
it creates
experience.
a community, it creates a community. One of our learning community students, and this is from the big class, not the little class, came back and said, I'm at UCLA, I'm going to the Middle East to learn Arabic, and then I'm going to go to graduate school, and then I'm going in the diplomatic corps. And he was an at-risk student in our learning community, okay? So they have to have the intellectual connection. It's school. Unless you have that spark that you like learning and it's really interesting to you, you're not going to stay. And if someone has been through that cycle, it's the AA model, as in the martini, the metaphor continues, that they will help them. They are a much better peer mentor than that A student who has never failed.
And so as a way to kind of bring it all full circle, we have in Group A and then Group D at the end, the idea of peer mentoring. So not just what we as faculty can do ourselves, but how we can be facilitators, faculty and staff as facilitators between students. Because a lot of times, those experiences that they've had, the anecdotes that they can tell each other are even more meaningful than our experiences. To bring things to a close, some of you I see already working on this. I want to hear from you about your experiences during this workshop. So as you were working, I gave you a post-workshop evaluation that I really, really appreciate if you could take a few minutes and fill out. If you feel comfortable doing so, I would like you to put your name on it. I don't want it to be anonymous, be as brutally honest as you want to be, but I'd like to have your name in case I want to ask you any follow-up questions. The work that you've done in the packet, that is yours to hang on to, because I'd like to have those be resources.
Do you have another?
Do you need one or two?
Just, you gotta need one of
Oh,
those?
sorry,
No, I got one. Nope, thank you.
Those are yours to keep so that you kind of have an idea of some of the on-course resources. You can use those and adapt them for your own classes and interactions with students. Obviously, if you want to know more about those programs and resources, you can contact me as well. If next week you have the time and energy, if you want to make a copy of any stuff in the packet that you wrote, that would help me. I'm supposed to do an article writing up this experience. So obviously I have your evaluations, but any of the other comments that you made as you went along in the packet, if you want to share those with me next week, I would appreciate that as well. But all I have to get from you is the evaluation. So take a couple minutes and finish that. If you haven't done so already, I would encourage you to sign in for the flex credit, even if you feel like, I think I got more than enough flex, it's coming out my ears. You never know, you might need some flex by the end, so sign in and make sure you get your flex credit as well. And with that, once again, thank you all very much for taking time on your Friday and helping me out. I really appreciate it. I feel as though I owe each of you a personal favor. Nothing illegal, though. Nothing illegal. Draw the line there.
No, thank you.
Thank you.